When Israel went into the Promised Land, they conquered 31 nations. But there were 5 nations that Israel never completely conquered. Each of these nations worshipped their own gods. The places where they worshipped these deities were the high places. These high places were usually located on natural heights, such as hills and mountains. Each of these high places had priests that led the people in worship of the deity. Popular regional gods were Baal, Asherah, Asherim, and Topeth. They also worshipped the gods of the sun, the moon, the constellations, and all the host of heaven. It appears that there were sacred pillars at these high places. These appear to be carved pillars depicting the female goddess of fertility and male deities. Some of the best known high places are visible today, such as those in Gezer and Petra. It is not certain how many high places existed, but it is known that the worship was pervasive. At the high places, the gods of stone, trees, and metal were worshipped by the local populace, and later, the people of Israel adopted them as their own gods. The books of Judges and 1st and 2nd Kings document the fall of Israel as they turned from the living God to worship false gods. The Lord repeatedly sent prophets to warn them to turn from idolatry. But finally, after repeated warnings, both Israel and Judah were taken into captivity by Assyria and Babylon, respectively. The most prevalent form of idolatry in Bible times was the worship of images that were thought to embody the various pagan deities. Sometimes we may think, these people were so ignorant and backward. But if we look closely, we will see that it is the same today. The biblical definition of an idol is anything we place ahead of God. We may not bow down to stone statues or carved poles, but careers, hobbies, sports, gambling, and education can all be idols. Some people worship and idolize music, film, and sports stars. They are not concerned with learning how God wants them to live. Gambling, drunkenness, pornography, and other illicit pleasures are idols that we put in front of a desire for God. Idolatry is a matter of the heart. Pride, self-centeredness, greed, gluttony, a love for possessions, and a rebellion against God's rule in one's life. An individual with idols in their life should question whether they truly are following God.